I would like to talk to you about what we do at Lama and why the topic of regulation is such an important one for us. And we are excited not only for our company, but also for the market and the mass market out there who will benefit from this a lot. So what is Lama all about? So what can you do with Lama? We obviously have a booth here. You can visit us later. But we do provide payment services that combines the traditional finance as well as the new technology in crypto and blockchain. So we provide payment services to allow you to open bank accounts in Euro and GBP, but also allow you to hold crypto balances as if it's just really fluid between any of the assets that you hold. And we give you the opportunity to use this as a regular bank account. It doesn't matter what kind of asset you hold, whether it's fiat or crypto. So we started operating in this market, and we were very obviously watchful about the regulatory environment. We are registered in EU, in Lithuania, to operate in 30 EU countries. But we have been very anxious about differential treatments when it comes to crypto. Fiat, we have no problem because we operate under an EMI environment. And we understand that obviously the regulators are always concerned about protection of customers and the market. So you can see that we provide Visa, we provide over-the-counter for crypto, and also in the future we would like to be able to operate like what you understand a bank will provide, so loan services and so on. So we have the Lama app, we have for individuals and businesses, and then we will move on to more products in Web3. We will offer custody in, we already do now, custody in NFTs, and also other services in the Web3. So we think of ourselves as a bridge, so between the traditional finance and the new innovative financial service. And we want to do that in the right way, to protect as well the customers. We do everything actually possible to make sure that our customers will feel comfortable and we can be trusted in what we do and what we deliver to the customer. So we think of ourselves as aligned with the regulators, because at the moment, the average person out there is very scared about crypto. So they hear a lot of negative news about crypto. And so it's something that we took on ourselves. Okay, the mass market finds the crypto complex, scary, they don't understand it, inconvenient. So we come in here to provide a solution. And the regulators, we take their job as this, providing a safe environment for the market, as well as encouraging competition. So at the moment, if you look at the crypto regulation, it's just mainly crypto AML, so anti-money laundering registration. So we registered with the authorities in Lithuania. It's the FIU. But we also then have to follow certain procedures, that just like any bank, in order to make sure that our platform is not used for anything illegal or anything that's related to financial crime. So we do that already. But today, actually, is MiCA, so markets in crypto assets, so the new regulation in EU that actually promotes competition as well as clarity and many things positive for the consumers as well as crypto businesses. It came into force today. So it aims to establish harmonized rules for crypto asset providers in the EU. So, and much more important for us, it provides legal certainty for crypto assets not already covered by existing EU regulations. So very, very important to us because it allows us to be accepted in the financial services industry and allows the mass market out there to trust that what we do is actually also in service of them. So the new regulation is all about governing the issuance of services related to crypto assets as well as stable coins. And there is obviously a transitional period from now until 18 months for companies like us, for crypto asset service providers, to be able to align with what is additionally required of us on top of what we already do to protect our customers. So just to give you a little bit of a background, the regulators have classified crypto assets into asset reference tokens, electronic money tokens, and then everything lumped together which are not classified in any one of those two other assets. So within this categorization, there is a provision of 12 months for anybody who is operating stable coins and so electronic money tokens in these categories to comply with the regulation. If you look at the timeline, it's very interesting because then in this month, June, there's a lot of things happened. So the 9th of June, the regulators officially published MiCA, and if some of you have seen it, it's something like 160 pages of document. I read it, not all, I jumped in some sections, but it is a pleasure to read, I must say, because it gives me comfort that, hey, at least, you know, in EU, it feels like the regulators are encouraging the development of crypto assets and not running away from it, really tackling it head on and promoting technological innovation as well as financial services to bring it into the modern world. So today, as I said, 29th of June, MiCA enters into force. And then further on, from July this year, there will be consultations for what's next in levels 2 and 3 of MiCA. And then, like I said earlier, a year from now, there will be the application already of the stablecoin rules depending on the classification that has been provided by the regulators. So for companies like us as a CASP, crypto asset service provider, we have until the end of 2024 to actually see that we align with the regulators, and also there will be an initiative to actually report on what is the experience with MiCA. So which crypto assets are regulated? So this is also important to us because there are so many activities that have been listed in crypto asset services. So we offer crypto custody and administration, exchange of crypto assets, fiat and other crypto assets, and then we also have transfer services, obviously. And all these activities are regulated, and we follow very, very closely what is required of us to be able to make sure that we provide comfort to the regulators. So if we look at the objectives of MiCA, it's actually very positive. We see it to be very positive. So it is aiming for market integrity, it's aiming for consumer protection, and it's aiming for financial stability. So basically, it levels the playing field for competition actually in the market. So it becomes really clear what the rules are, how do you perform in this market without getting the customers in trouble, without getting you in trouble. So it's actually also very positive for customers out there to make sure that any crypto asset service provider is also following the regulation in MiCA, because it is aiming to protect them. Within the digital finance package, there are other initiatives, and you can see it all actually sums up to make the market stronger. So Digital Operational Resilience Act is being worked on, the Transfer of Funds Regulation, and then the DLT pilot regime. So altogether, actually improves the level playing field in the market. So you might ask, who are the supervisors? So there are 3 here that I've listed. So one is the European Banking Authority, and they will basically look after the stablecoin issuance. But not immediately, because there is a thing called, if you are a significant provider of stablecoin, then you come up to the EU level supervision. For crypto assets that are considered securities, it is the ESMA, European Securities Market Authority, that will also regulate that. But again, when it comes to a significant impact in the market in the whole of EU, that's the time that you come into the ESMA regulation. The national member states are, of course, involved, and especially in the transition phase, you will, as a crypto asset service provider, we will have to work with the national member states to see what are the additional requirements that they will set out there in order for us to align with the European level MiCA requirements. So as a CASP, we have been already working anyway towards complying with all these regulations, because we are concerned about our own user protection. So we make sure that we have regulatory adherence, we ensure that we have a strong tech stack, and we also make sure that whatever we do, that it's safe for our customer, it's accessible, and you can verify that our funds are safeguarded. And there are general obligations that are listed, again, for a CASP like us, but we already do this, because in complying with AML requirements, you need to provide all the regulatory requirements to protect the business as well as the customer. So you have to have senior management that are fit and proper. You have to set up prudential safeguards. You have to have the right governance arrangements, and so on. So cybersecurity is also very important to us. And specific policies that run into things like terms and conditions. We don't discriminate our users in our commercial policy. Obviously, we don't want the criminals, so we weed them out. And we are transparent with how we charge the customers. And as you can see here, we have a strong team. Our headquarters is based in London. And we have a huge technical staff that actually every day tries to improve our system. And if you want to know more about us, we are here upstairs. We have a booth. Come and see and talk to us. Thank you very much.